Cardio's a little better.
Head up to Minnesota, where the Suns' big three netted a total of 52 points, 18 for KD. Booker had 20 and 6 turnovers because they don't have a point guard. And then Bradley Beal had 14 and 4 turnovers. Again, yeah, no point guard. Here's Booker and KD. That's a bad one.
Don't count us out. You know, it's a series for a reason. You know, I don't think any road teams won so far. You know, I know that doesn't have anything to do with us, but, you know, it's just a situation that it is.
I can't give up on us right now. We need them more than anything. I know it's been disappointing last couple games, even the season, been too, you know, for our fans. But we need you more than ever now, coming back home for Game 3.
Oh, I like that. So the last time they were down 0-2 was against the Nuggets, and both KD and Booker exploded.
Yeah.
37
you remember?
And 41 for Booker on average.
Yeah.
So that's pretty good. They won both of those games and then eventually lost. So the question we have here, Brew, is are the Suns done? And you can take it in a number of ways. Is the series done, or is the Suns' idea, this Ishbia microwave a championship team, done?
Well, look, I think Minnesota's going to win the series. I think they're the better team. The size is and the physicality. I've said it about Durant. Physical play can bother him.
Mm-hmm.
And last night, 6 for 15.
Remember
and
Ant-Man's
Jaden
quote?
McDaniel, yes.
Remember Ant-Man's quote? They were like,
I guess he was serious.
Yeah, they said, you've got Kevin Durant. He's like, we got Jaden McDaniel.
Yeah, he wasn't joking.
Yeah, they got Durant, but we got McDaniel. And last night, 25 points, Jaden. The thing is, Cat, it need 12 points last night.
Well, he's fouling all the time.
I know, well, and that's been a problem of his. But he and Edwards haven't really gotten go. Edwards' first game. Second game last night, Edwards wasn't going. So, they're not as done, I'm not even trying to start nothing, as the Lakers. Like, they have a shot.
I get what you're saying.
I'm serious, right. Lakers, we feel like, are out of it. I think they're going to lose the Suns. But it's not like, oh, this is completely over.
They were 3-0 in the series, in the regular season series. They've got a chance.
Now,
the Nuggets are 10, 0.
Oh, really?
They
played 10
The Lakers are 0-10.
Okay, let's stay on this series if we may.
As far as that's the micro. Okay. Macro, they should be done. But one, you know, next year their payroll's over $200 million. Okay, it's the highest in the league. Bradley Beal has like 3 years, $160 million left on his deal.
With a no trade.
Right. So who's trading for that? That's going to be tough to, right?
And he has no trade.
And what they made their mistake when they traded for Beal, and I'm not even trying to diss him, but he only played 53 games, but that's not even the issue. You said it. They don't have a point guard. And I made this point months ago. They are the worst fourth quarter team in the league. Yeah. They're so bad in the fourth that their margin of their point differential is in the negative. It is more than twice as bad as the second worst fourth quarter team. All right? And it's because they don't have a point guard. A point guard isn't a guy that just can get assists because he gets double teamed. Booker is a great 2 guard. Yeah. Durant's a great 3. They can bring the ball up, same with Beal, and pass it and get assists. But a point guard directs traffic, controls tempo, gets it to the hot hand, to the right guy, where you want it in your spot. They have none of that. And that's what they have to try. They would be better with Chris Paul. And that's what I'm saying. If they hadn't made the trade, they'd have been better off with Chris Paul.
Listen, even though this series is yet to officially begin, I don't think the Suns can come back. And so I want to talk about Kevin Durant. Because I can't find across sports a real athlete comp for this career arc. So I want to do a bit, even though Wild's off the air will do a weird voice and make fun of me for doing this, a bit of history here. Oh. Year 3 for Kevin Durant. Mm-hmm. He was second in MVP voting. Over the next 5 years, he went second, fifth, second, first, and then was injured. 5 straight years first-team All-NBA. From that moment forward, he's been first-team All-NBA 1 time. He's finished top 5 in the MVP voting 1 time. His playoff career was Western Conference Finals, then in the finals at age 23, then in the Western Conference Finals again a couple years later, then the 3-1 lead in the conference finals a couple years after that, then the 3 years with Golden State. And then since then,
but it's been a lot of injuries. I mean, that's
it's been a lot of,
not
but it's
just
not
him,
been.
But teammates.
I get that, but so here's the. If you remember the second round series against Houston, that when he pulled his calf muscle, which led to the Achilles. Think about how long ago that was. It's 2019. Kevin Durant has won 13 playoff games since then. He has been a part of 13 playoff wins, not series wins since then. So here's the reason I set that table. A couple years ago, I didn't get in an argument, but I got in a back and forth with, I think, a brilliant NBA guy and a guy I adore in Zach Lowe. Because Zach Lowe just kind of said flippantly, Kevin Durant is one of the 10 greatest players ever. And I was like, no. But now I'm starting to wonder, is Kevin Durant going to finish as one of the 20 greatest players ever? Because that would have been unfathomable 5 years ago to say he wasn't. So let me show you something here, because I put people in groups, Brew. So there's 9. Those are the 9 I talked about the other day. And it's not in order, but just think about it. There's 9 there. Then there's another group ahead of him. Those 6 guys are all unquestionably ahead of him. Now we're at 15. Then the group of guys with KD, like, who is he going to pass and who is going to pass him? Because if Kevin Durant does not finish as one of the 20 greatest players ever, it's one of the biggest upsets, one of the biggest, like, where he was tracking towards the moment he signed up to play for Golden State or the moment he left Golden State to right now. Like, it is just shocking that we're now at a 6-year run. A 6-year run of him not having a relevant postseason moment is shocking. Shocking.
Golden State that's just the key to this whole thing. If he doesn't go there, there's a great chance he doesn't even have a ring. All right, now maybe he would have went to Boston, would he have won there? But let's say he would have stayed in OKC. Maybe he doesn't have a ring. From what I've seen since then, and I'm going to give him, look, there's been a lot of injuries, not just to him, but his teammates. We joke about Brooklyn. They were hurt all the time. They never really had their big 3 together. Even here with Phoenix, you got a lot of injuries and stuff. But he doesn't good chance he doesn't have a ring, and that's what have moved him down. So that saves him. But had he stayed in Golden State and had, 4, maybe 5 rings, he would have probably been top 10 then. So it's such an interesting thing.
But like when it comes from just his ability as a basketball player and how great he was, the best player on a finalist at 23 years old. Like, that doesn't happen. LeBron did it. He did it. It typically does not happen. He was so great immediately, and his first team All-NBA for a half decade, unquestioned. There was a real debate, him or LeBron. During LeBron's prime, I didn't think it was a real debate, but it was close. It is just odd to me, this career arc the last 6 years, and I know Katie hates these discussions, and I apologize, but I like.
All right, so quickly, do you want to break up this Suns team?
There's
now?
nothing to do. There's nowhere to go.
It's hard to break it up.
They're again, you're going to make the voice. They're a second apron team, so there are certain things they can't do. Right. Ishbia wants to win now. They have no picks. They just don't have flexibility. They're just going to run this back. And why would the result be different?
I mean, could they trade Kevin Durant, for a bunch of young picks?
Well,
picks
should the Suns start over, yeah.
But
they should keep Booker. Could you start around Booker again?
It's hard to start over with Booker on a max and Beal on maybe the worst contract in the league.
Virtually untradeable.
Tough one.
Yeah.
All right, well, let's head to Milwaukee where the Pacers even the series at 1.